Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday, Happy New Year, and hope you all had a wonderful holiday season. I know it's been a while for me to be here, so just getting back into, the normal schedule. I'm sure a lot of you, this is your first day back for the new year as well. But we have some good news. Not today. Today's starting out pretty cold, but climbing temperatures this week.
So this is your first day back in it's almost 2 weeks, I'd say, since you stood in here.
Week and a half.
It's been a run. Yeah, you have a nice
it's been
break?
a while. It was really wonderful. It was nice to be back home with my family. Got to see a lot of friends that I haven't seen since before I moved here to Greenville. So
nice.
It's been a little while. So really great to see all of them. Got a lot of rest. I know I told you I got like 11 hours of sleep, couple of nights, which is I don't think I've done that all 2025. So that was really awesome.
Highly underrated. Being able to sleep in.
It was really wonderful.
Not only sleeping in wonderful, but getting into bed knowing I get to sleep in tomorrow.
Yeah, I know. It was a good feeling.
Well, it's good to have you back.
Yeah, nice to be back. But thankful to all of our reporters who were able to fill in for me during the holidays. Sounds like they held down the fort really well. Everything went smoothly for the most part.
For the most part. We had a few issues with some of our audio here in the Art Center, but I think generally, it went really well. And everybody did a great job. So,
great.
Now it's kind of back reset.
Yep.
I said a lot on the morning show this morning. To me, it's like coming out of the long holiday break, and everything starts anew now. We step into the year. For me, I take a look at my finances. How much did I overspend? Because every single year I'll overspend at Christmas. Every year.
Yeah.
I set a budget and I blow it every time. So you kind of balance the books a little bit, reset and start over. Weather-wise, you're going to like where we're headed. Good numbers in that department. I'll talk about those in a little bit.
Yeah, I think the temperatures that we're going to be seeing really takes the sting out of getting back to reality after the holidays. So we're all looking forward to that. I'm sure many of us are, and some people, they like the cold, and that's totally fine. But hey, 70 degrees.
Do you have an issue with those folks? Those weird ones
that one. The one I'm standing right next to here, yeah. No,
we're the minority. I think 90+% of the viewers and everybody out there are going to be really happy with, 70s. We're talking 70s. And I'll show you those numbers in a little bit. But really, for January, to talk about mid-70s, I don't do that very often, but I will be in the next few days.
All right, awesome. Well, before we get into the rest of the forecast here, obviously holiday season is now over, and a lot of people are looking to get rid of their Christmas trees, especially if you got a real Christmas tree this holiday season. And one of the ways you can actually dispose of them this year, Fort Macon is actually collecting any of your Christmas trees to help fight dune erosion. They're placing them along the lines just to help erosion and everything like that. So really nice to see that you could take your holiday tree and turn it into something good for the environment. Yeah, exactly.
Great way to recycle it. And this is they've been doing this on the coast. Maybe not Fort Macon, but a lot of different communities down there. Every year it seems like we have a different story about dune renourishment and recycling the trees. It is a great way for the folks down there anyway, to get rid of those trees and help the environment. Yeah,
so let's take a look at how everything is going down there now that they've started collecting some trees.
At Fort Macon, the big guns are silent, but Christmas trees are stepping up to defend the dunes. Instead of trashing Christmas trees after the holidays, the state park is encouraging residents to drop them off here. They will then be placed along the dunes to trap blowing sand and fight erosion along the coast.
I think it's an excellent use for reuse of Christmas trees.
Former Carteret County horticulture agent Lisa Wimpheimer knows the coastal winds and erosion all too well and says this recycling effort is a smart one.
It does help collect the sand. It reduces the wind for plants growing behind it, and also it eventually degrades, so it adds to the organic matter in the soil, which is sand.
One Jacksonville visitor agrees, saying it's a natural way to fight back against the waves while protecting the dunes.
This is an excellent way. It's a natural form, it's not contamination, and it's stopping what's inevitably going to happen. So yeah, this is a good idea. There's nothing wrong with it.
The State Department of Environmental Quality says all Christmas trees should be natural and free of decorations, and also follow state and local guidelines. Wimpheimer says that the trees are also beneficial for those who live amongst the dunes.
and in some cases can even contribute to wildlife habitat.
It's a post-holiday win-win, recycling trees while safeguarding the shores for everyone to enjoy.
Yeah, it's great to see that we're able to, reuse and recycle our Christmas trees. It sounds like if you're willing to make the drive down to Fort Macon from Greenville, they'll be happy to take your trees. And they'll be collecting those trees until February 1st.
February 1st?
Yeah,
okay.
so you have a while. If you're not ready to let go of the Christmas tree yet, I understand. I mean, I have a fake tree, but
so do I. We took
like
ours down this weekend. Is yours still up?
It's still up.
Still up, yeah.
I'm not ready to let go yet. Maybe a few more days, and then
we
I'll.
weren't going to, but we're like, you know what? We got a little extra time.
Right.
And once that ball got rolling, everything was out.
Yeah.
So we cleaned the
Makes
house
sense.
out. But whatever you're doing, there's a good option for you. If you did get a real tree, you can bring it down there and they'll recycle it, put it to use.
Awesome. Yeah. All right. Well, let's talk temperatures. We're talking, like you said, 70s pretty soon.
Yeah, I think probably our first 70-degree day looks like it'll be Thursday right now, but that may change to Wednesday. We'll dig into some numbers for you. I'll start you off with the headlines for the day today. And really, today is going to be a pretty nice one in and of itself. It's a little cool. It's cold right now, but we're going to approach 60 today. We barely made 50 yesterday. Think about yesterday, 10 degrees warmer, blue skies, very little wind, a nice 58, if I could say that later today. Chilly this morning, cold to chilly to cool this afternoon. And again, the SAT-RAD composite, the infrared satellite imagery shows us where the clouds are, if there are any clouds. And then if those clouds are spitting out precipitation, the radar will pick that up. The radar shows nothing. IR shows some clouds in and out. I just looped that through 12 hours, by the way. Midnight to about an hour ago, there were clouds moving through. They're gone for the most part. And a nice sunrise taking place right now as I speak. Sun's hitting the horizon. All right, compared to yesterday morning, we're in the same ballpark. Starting just as chilly, and that means 20s to the north. Look at a Hosky. Double deuce, 22 hard freeze degrees down there. 30 in Greenville, 28 in Kenansville. Might be my new rhyme right there. 42 Hatteras, 40 Beaufort. Sub-freezing out at Roanoke Island. And I would apply that to Kill Devil Hills, Kitty Hawk, Manio, up towards Duck. Probably all near freezing. Could be some frost all the way through the Outer Banks this morning without much wind. And visibilities are good. No worries there. Tomorrow, I put that in there. I think tomorrow I may be using that graphic a little more. Could have a little fog to start the day on Tuesday. But today we're good. Winds, nope, very calm. A little 5 on the coast around the Pamlico Sound. Northeast breeze turns east to southeast this afternoon as we push those numbers towards 60. Fall shy by a few clicks, not quite getting over that hurdle, but nearly getting there. 58, maybe a 59. Now Jacksonville, maybe Richlands, Hubert, Catherine Lake, over towards Magnolia and Duplin County, Warsaw, Kenansville. You guys may make that 60 later today. All right, winds again, not much this afternoon, 5-ish should cover us. No double digits on the wind. I'm going to take you into the overnight tomorrow. Let's watch those winds tomorrow. We go calm tonight, tomorrow morning with clear skies, calm winds, maybe a little fog to start. And then into the afternoon, southwest wind. Twice today's wind speeds. That means around 10, give or take, on the winds tomorrow. Deeper southerly flow, warmer air. Highs tomorrow after our 58 today. I'm thinking we'll hit the mid-60s tomorrow afternoon. Some clouds around. I might need to beef that cloud up a little bit, but I do not expect rain. A mix of sun and clouds tomorrow afternoon. And you can see sunrise tomorrow, no freezing temps. We'll start around 40, finish in the mid-60s tomorrow afternoon. That's a nice temp profile. And those 60s do translate to 70s later this week. Let's take a look. I'll show you the setup. That cold air mass this morning moderating over the next 24 to 48 hours. We'll put a cool on there later. Sunny skies. That rain rolling over the upper Mississippi River Valley into the Ohio River Valley tomorrow stays north of us. That is not coming down here. Almost the entire winter that's been the case. Systems missing us. So the warm air does get in, but the rain does not. The warmer air. Wednesday afternoon. That next front that brings that rain north of us, it kind of eases in here, but it weakens. So I do not really expect much of a cool down. In fact, I think we'll maintain mid to upper 60s on Wednesday as well. And then that warmer push really gets going. On Thursday, that warm front's headed northbound. I could have moved that a little further north. The 70s move in. Rain building to the west. That next front, it looks like some of that rain will survive the trip our way. Not on Friday. We're still in a really good place. Mid-70s Friday afternoon. Clouds, yes. Rain, no. I think Saturday some of that rain will get in here. Watch the warm air building over Texas. Mid-70s back there. That air mass is moving eastbound. As we get into tomorrow afternoon, you can see the 70s start popping in Mississippi, Alabama, southern Georgia, and then there'll be ours later this week. Good stuff. 58 today, 66 tomorrow, 67-ish on Wednesday. So mid to upper 60s tomorrow on Wednesday, and then I think Thursday, Friday, Saturday, inland highs in the 70s. You guys on the coast, you'll lag by about 10 degrees, maybe mid-60s there. My Saturday rain chance, 40%, probably afternoon, evening it looks like. Doesn't look like a ton of rain with that front. I've said that many times this season, as that has been the case so often. And it looks like it will be again. Sunday, the mercury tumbles back to the mid-50s, and then Monday perhaps stuck back in the 40s. But that's 8 days away. Getting there is going to be a fun ride, an uphill ride on the temp roller coaster as we roll towards those mid-70s late week. Good stuff.
Yeah, don't have to worry about those colder temperatures up until then. I mean, like we said this morning, a little bit chilly, a little bit of frost maybe on some windshields, but overall, nice seeing all those climbing temperatures and those climbing lows as well. We're not going to be dealing with those, 20, 30 degree early mornings.
20 degrees above normal. Yeah,
wow.
We should be in the mid-50s in early January. We'll be in the mid-70s late week. At least I'm forecasting us to be. I got to be careful with my wording.
Yeah.
And that means that when you see a 75 on my 8-day, that's an average inland high. Average. So you can add 2 or subtract 2 either side of that. 77, 78. Could somebody hit 80 Friday or Saturday? I think it's not out of the realm of possibility. And once you start talking about 80 degrees in January, you're talking about all-time record warmth.
Wow, yeah.
In that ballpark. So we'll see. Maybe kind of flirting with that late week.
Yeah, what a way to start, the full week of 2026. Maybe it'll lead to some, really great weather for the year to come. Fingers crossed. But yeah, everything looks really nice for the next few days. Like you said, some rain, shower chances on Saturday.
Yeah.
But it doesn't look like it's going to be too much of an issue.
No sign of thunderstorms or heavy downpours right now, unless that front gets a lot wetter. But I think we're going to do fine in there.
Great.
And also absolutely zero signs of anything resembling wintry weather for a while.
Okay, good.
After 3 different occasions with snowflakes flying back in early to mid-December, no signs of that for a while.
Which is good, because I was in Chicago and there were a few snow events, nothing crazy, but I am just not a fan of seeing that snow come down. I'm like, again.
And most people aren't going to agree with you. We keep the snow out of here for the rest of the year. I'll take a snowstorm, maybe 1 or 2 for the rest of the season. But right now, no signs of that at all.
All right, sounds good. Well, thank you for the update, Jim. And thank you all for joining us on this Monday morning. Just want to say hello and good morning to George. Thank you so much for the welcome back message. Happy to be here. Happy to, have another wonderful year here at WITN. Happy New Year. Happy 2026. We'll be back at 8 a.m. for another news and weather update. Hope you have a great day.
This hour of the WITN First Alert Desk is sponsored by Toyota of Goldsboro.